Namaste, everyone. This is Jenny. Welcome to my channel. And of course, we have little Miss Bella here for those of you who know Miss Bella. And make sure, first of all, you subscribe to my channel in order to get notifications on new videos that are coming up. Do that. See that little red button there? Push it. So, anyways, what I'm going to talk about this week, of course, is our weekly cosmic vibes, aren't we, baby? Yeah, right, little sweetheart. So here's little Miss Bella, and we thought we'd get a little festive. Isn't that right, little baby? So, of course, I had to put on a little, kind of a little Christmas, little color for little Miss Baby Girl here. So she's in surgery next week. So let's hope all goes well. So sharing videos with you all, sharing about what is coming up for you daily, weekly. It's intense. So I just did a video on Mercury retrograde, so make sure you watch that one because, oh my gosh, right? Like totally expect the unexpected. So this week, I'm going to talk about what is coming up this week for the weekly vibes. December 11th to the 18th. Like, be prepared. Like, be prepared, you guys, because this is going to be a really, really big week. Today being December 11th, it's a really big master number day. So whenever there's a master number day, really, really pay attention to what messages you're hearing, what you're seeing, because a lot of truth to situations are going to be exposed to you today, tomorrow with people. So if it's a relationship, if it's a job, if it's like whatever you're wanting to see more truth on, pay attention. Like if I wanted to see the truth or more clarity on a situation of a person or whatever it is, I'll be like, you know what, Spirit, please show me the good and the bad and the ugly side of this person, the red flags I should be looking out for. If it's a job or situation, I'm going to turn on my little fan here. It's a little warm in here. So as usual, so really pay attention to what you're being shown today. You might have kind of seen a little bit of that last night as well. So just be really, really open to see the truth. I know that whenever you see the truth with things, it can be really hard to deal with because this week is you're going to be a lot more sensitive as well. There's a lot of energies at play. We still have that energy of Chiron, which is bringing up a lot of energies within yourself that needs to be purged. We have ascension symptoms that are going on right now too, which could bring up issues with your neck, with your shoulders. It's head pressure because what's happening is your lower energies are coming up to be released in your cellular body. There's been so much toxic energy in the world, as we've all seen for a while, and especially with a lot more truth being exposed to you today and this week, be prepared. So if you're feeling, I got head pressure, I have sinus, like I have a sore throat, like my neck and my shoulders and my hips, and oh my gosh, because your body is shifting up. So as your body is shifting from a cellular energy, it's releasing karmic ties as well from once upon a time, another lifetime, and also this lifetime. So if you have any concerns of, I don't know, maybe I have the flu, I have like a sore throat, or I'm feeling really exhausted and, oh, like my body really hurts and such like that, just listen to your body, take some rest and be caution. I mean, like if I'm not feeling well, let's say, for instance, I'm not going to go out because nowadays you don't know if it's COVID or not. COVID is a really, really bad flu, of course, and that can, like it creates havoc in people in different ways. So anytime you're not feeling well, please stay at home. Like just really, really listen to your body with it. So on December 13th and 14th, pay attention to the skies. You might see a shooting star. We have a meteor Gemini shower coming on, and it usually starts about 9 p.m. anywhere till about 2 a.m. And 2 a.m. you might see some star shooting. So for those of you who love stargazing, doing photography, I mean, I love doing photography, but I never get a chance at night to shoot the stars anymore. I'm always too tired, right? After, because I'm always working and such like that. So pay attention. I mean, if you're up late, look outside because you're going to find that your sleep is going to be off. So you're going to find that you could be waking up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning or different times during the night and such like that. And you're going to be like, oh, great. Now what? Write those dreams down, what you're seeing, because your soul could be bringing a lot more energy to the surface for you to see, for you to work through, for you to let go as well. So pay attention to that and listen to your body because we have that pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. Who likes Mercury retrograde? So you'll have to watch my video I just did specifically on Mercury retrograde because that starts on the 29th of December. However, we are now moving into the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde this week on the 11th and 12th more so. So the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde can be harder than the actual retrograde. So it's going to bring back issues, let's say electronics, technical and stuff like that. For me, that's the worst. And you're going to see that there could be friends this week that you haven't heard from a little while popping up and saying, hey, let's get together. And you might find that, I just heard from that person. I don't want to get back involved with them. And that's okay too. Maybe you want to forgive that person. Maybe they owe you an apology. Maybe they want to apologize to you. Stay in your heart center. Really important to stay in your heart center always. The last thing you want to be holding within is grudges and angers because that can create so much havoc in your body in such a really negative way. So it's a week to start to clear some past karmic ties, karmic situations, and be prepared. Like this week, be prepared for the unexpected, be prepared for people from your past coming back situations and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like what's going on now? So your emotions are going to be a lot higher this week too, and you're going to be like, why am I so emotional? Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Be gentle on yourself, show yourself some compassion, really do that. I mean, I've had a lot of like people who are very emotional, of course, like that. And that's perfectly normal, especially this month. Whatever you're trying to suppress, it's coming up this month. If you don't pay attention and release it and let it go, you know how we're like in that ascension symptoms when our body is letting go of the lower energies and bracing up to the higher energies, and it's going right out of your crown. It's also going to affect your kundalini energy, which is at the bottom of your spine. So you might find that your spine could be a little tingly, it could get a little bit warm, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, am I like having a mental breakdown? Like, boof. All of a sudden, you might have that energy high, as I call it. And you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm leaving my body. Like, oh my gosh. This is why crystals can help you. Like I always wear, I have some on right now, hematite. Okay. And that can help you stay grounded as well. So I like jewelry personally myself because it touches my physical body. Some people you could wear it in your pocket, in your brassiere. You could, have a little medicine bag with some little crystals in it too. So go by your comfort zone, and that can also help you stay grounded. Go for walks, pay attention, listen, and meditate a lot more because we have that Capricorn energy coming through as well, which is very ambitious, which is going to want to, like it might trigger you to set new goals, to say, you know what, I want to change my career, I want to change my relationships, whatever it is. And on December the 12th, pay attention. December the 12th is a huge portal day. Really be prepared to what your soul is going to show you. You might not like what it's going to show you, because if your soul is showing you things that you're like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with that, or I'm not ready to end my relationship, or I'm not ready to stop this habit, or all of those things, just start writing it down. Start writing it down. So before you start meditating, I always used to tell everybody, I used to hold monthly meditation groups and such like that. And whenever I move, I might start that back up again, by the way. So if you are interested in something like that, please make comments as well below. And I will add you to my list whenever I move and get settled, who knows when and where that's going to be as well. So, but just really, really pay attention, because a lot of fears could come up as well on the 12th. A lot of beautiful magic could happen. You might all of a sudden hear from your friend or this person, or a job that you've been waiting to hear for quite some time. Really, really embrace what messages you're getting through on the 12th of December, which is tomorrow. You know, it's like today's already the 11th, master number day. Tomorrow is the 12th. It's a huge, huge portal day. We have meteor showers coming in. We have a lot of energy this week, a lot of energies. So you're going to want to pay attention with the Neptune energy as well. It's going to give you signs, like, you know, like your passions and your career choices and such like that. You could also be having more vivid dreams, which are going to be really, really, really intense. This week could be really intense with your dreams. So pay attention. I mean, I had a dream last night that woke me up, and I'm like, oh, and I'm actually going to reach out to that person today, because the dream was about somebody specific. So I'm going to send that person a message today. They've been on my mind for a little while anyways. So pay attention to your dreams and don't freak out, because dreams, I mean, I decipher dreams. And whenever some dream comes forth for you, you might be like, oh my gosh, does this mean that I'm going to get sick? Does this mean this person is going to die? Does this mean this? Does this mean that? Pay attention, because there's a lot of different symbols coming in the dreams for you. You could even have um like being shown some of your past life this week. You could have like a dream of, you know, I had a dream that you know, I lived in a different country, or I had a dream that there was I was living, you know, and I was a farmer, or I had a dream that I was a scientist. There's a lot of galactic energy this week with the cosmic situations. So especially with this meteor shower that is coming up this week, you're going to have more galactic cosmic energies, feeling that, you know, why am I feeling so spacey? Right? I'm always spacey, as I call it, right? But but you know what I'm saying? You guys got to really, really ground yourself this week. There's a lot of heated arguments that very well could come to the surface, which nobody likes heated arguments. And this is why it's important to pay attention and be prepared to hearing from people from your past. It could be, you know, like I'm saying, somebody that you had a really bad falling out with, or it could be friend or family or work or whatever like that. And you're like, you know, I just want to really calm things down. I just really want to clear the air. There was a misunderstanding, or, you know, the worst time you could ever have a conversation with someone is when you're hugely emotionally charged. That's not going to work, because when you're like so intense and so rah, 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 like I had a friend text me last night, and I'm like, I was doing 100 million things. I was getting slammed nonstop with messages, and I'm like, what do you want? And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to text him back, and I'm going to say, I'm sorry, but don't mean to, you know, rash out at you. But, you know, I was multitasking and getting slammed with nonstop messages, trying to balance everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Right. And I'm like, okay, let's just calm down, take a little bit time out. Okay. So just try to, before you message somebody, before you answer somebody, calm down. It's a really, really good reminder, because you're going to find too this week that your body is going to start talking to you more. You might even see signs today and tomorrow with what is out of alignment with your body. So if you've been, let's say, on like a real like strict diet regimen and stuff like that, and you're like, geez, all of a sudden I'm starting to get more lightheaded. I'm starting to feel more weak. Just really pay attention. You might want to tweak your diet a little bit and add more proteins in it, and such like that. Or for those of you, let's say, who are overly doing it with indulgence and such like that, it's like, we can all have our little bits and pieces of what we crave or what we want. But it's all about moderation, of course, right? So you might be feeling, oh, why did I have that extra piece? Or why did I have this or this or that? Stop being hard on yourself. Really stop being hard on yourself, because your cellular body is still clearing out. You know how we have these ascension symptoms as well? Your lower body is releasing because it wants to bring it up to the higher energy. It wants to embrace you with the higher consciousness. December is a huge month of higher cosmic downloading. Like, I always go into deep trances in December. Like, I channel and work with the Christ consciousness. I hear so many messages coming through. December, I always keep notebooks beside me because I get a lot of messages coming forth from spirit. Literally, if you even wake up in the middle of the night, really pay attention, because this energy is still going on this week and for the next little while, especially when you're waking up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Pay attention to what messages that you're going to be getting, and you're hearing, or you're feeling, or you're sensing, or anything like that. And really pay attention to your intuition. Write down the good and the bad and the ugly messages, and be prepared. Like, be really prepared. A lot of things are coming to the surface this week. So, sometimes when things come to the surface, we're like, wow, I know I have to end that friendship or relationship. I know I have to walk away from my job. You're going to start seeing your self-worth more and more and more. And you're going to be like, you know what? I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. I deserve to be treated with respect. I deserve to have that raise. I deserve for my partner, whoever it is, to treat me with respect and dignity. And when you're not getting that, you have to take that time out for you and really pay attention. Your mind is going to be very scrambled, very confused at times this week with things. Write it down. Write it. You can always book a reading with me, of course, and I can give you a lot more clarity. I'm a psychic medium clairvoyant. I do past life Akashic records, animal communication, all of that. And I can always give you a lot more details into what I see coming up for you, with more explanation of what is truly going on with you. So just really be prepared this week. A lot of energies is coming forth. We have pre-shadows of Mercury retrograde. Pay attention to that shooting star in the sky for you stargazers. I love the stars. I always remember years ago when I was in Arizona, and I was with one of my teachers, actually, Elias de Mohan, and I was staying at his place down in Scottsdale, and I love the stars. And he took me to the roof of his place. It was right in the middle of the desert. It was so peaceful. All I could see was the stars. All I could hear was the desert life. I can't even like describe it to you. I mean, for those of you who live in the desert areas, you know what it's like when it's so quiet, and the sounds of the desert. You could hear the crickets. You can hear like all of these amazing sounds. I was just so grateful. I was just standing there and holding my heart, and I'm like, I'm so grateful. Thank you for inviting me to stay with you and share time with you. He had passed away. Actually, I was working at the hospice at that time, and I felt something. And just as I pulled up to start my shift at the hospice, I had a message from his partner. who told me that he had just passed on. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I had to work that day. And that, and then it was the next day or the day after, Elias appeared to me and he came to me and he started showing me how he's passing through all these different dimensions. And I was just, because of what I was shown, I had to somehow paint it or put what I was showing on paper. I'm no artist, like by any means, shape, or form, right? But I went out and I I just bought like art supplies and I started painting, and like we're talking with paint and pencil crayons and glitter. And I did a painting called The Fifth Dimension years and years ago. And I looked at it and I'm like, it's not what I saw. Like what I saw, what I was showing. I wish somebody could have took a picture of what I was showing and actually put it on paper or somewhere where I could really share that to you, because it was extraordinary. And I'm like, no, that's not how I want it. And I went back again after it. And I did another painting called The Fifth Dimension, added in a lot more sparkles and stuff. It was like watching the sparkles that I was showing, by the way, as I was going up different dimensions. Do you ever see one of those old Disney movies when it shows snow and then it shows that sparkling magic, that sparkling? It's like as you go up different dimensions, there's different colors and vibrations and everything. And you see a lot of different sparkles, and it was so magical. And I did the second painting. It was exactly the same as the first one, pretty much. And I'm just like, I can't, what I saw and experienced, I couldn't even, I, I couldn't paint it. But it started me, more painting and getting back into my painting and such like that as well. And meditating it was amazing. So, so I got off topic here, but anyways, I just obviously was meant to share that with you, for whatever reason. So just pay attention to your intuition, you guys. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards and see what the cosmic energies of spirit, universal forces has to say to us for this week, December 11th to the 18th, and see what they have to say. So whenever I'm with a client, I do not use cards because I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium. But because this is collectively in general, I'm going to pull a couple of cards just to see what spirit has to say. I'm going to start it off actually, because this energy too, by the way, will affect your animals. So I just heard earlier that I wanted to pull one of my animal decks here, and make sure, by the way, that whenever you use any cards or oracles or tarot, whatever it is, to clear them first before you use them. And how you clear them is knock them 3 times on wood before using them. That clears your energy, of course, or whoever used it last time. And I have cleared these cards before I even started this. So I'm going to use this deck here, Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield. I love the ocean and I miss it so dearly. My heart is getting pulled to the ocean again. Every day it does. God to be with me. But anyways, let's ask from the animal, the sea life world. I kept on hearing more. A lot of sea life animals. I have different animal decks, but I was hearing more sea life. So there's more of a message here from the sea life for us. So what is the cosmic message here from December 11th to the 18th, 2022? What's the cosmic message from the animals? Wow. So beautiful. Replacing what was lost. Now, this is interesting. I'm going to show you this in a minute. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. And the first thing I noticed, by the way, before anything, was this card is number 12. Tomorrow is a huge portal day, December the 12th. And you're going to feel this energy, even if you don't watch this video and for a couple more days or whatever, you can still utilize this energy too. And make sure that, you know how it's going to bring up like people from your past this week, and it's like replacing, there's that word replacing Mercury retrograde. It's the re that resets things, reevaluates things, reestablishing things, taking things back a few steps, reconnecting with people from your past. So it's like replacing what was lost. So you know how it's like that project that you wanted to do, that you've been thinking, geez, I got to start working on it, and how this week you're going to be a little bit more ambitious. We still have the Capricorn energy with us too that's coming in, and here you might get more ideas coming, and you might get them on the 12th even more so. That's a huge portal day, or even today being the 11th, because it's a master number day. That reconnection with the lost, or also new people, or not new people, or people from your past coming back, where there could be some forgiveness or apologies, or hey, it's wonderful to connect. I miss you. It's been a while since I've reconnected. Look how beautiful that is. And look at how this starfish is pink. Pink love energy. Pink shows them love. How beautiful. How beautiful was that? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Animal World. Thank you for that message. So beautiful. And what other deck I'm going to pull is, because with this energy being really intense too, by the way, it's really good to get in touch with nature. Get in touch with nature whenever you are out, especially whenever you're feeling, anxiety or kind of like ungrounded this week. Getting in touch with nature will also help you do that. So I'm going to use the deck Nature's Whispers Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield. I mean, I love her decks, as you can see clearly, right? I love her. I have many, many decks. A lot of my decks are packed away, of course, and I miss them. So anyways, what is the message from December 11th to the 18th, 2022? What's the cosmic message from December 11th to the 18th for us this week, 2022? What's the cosmic message? Woo! Oh, yeah. Okay, this is so cool. I have to tell you, I'm going to show you this, by the way. This card says expansion, but it's not just only about that. Really take a look. What are you guys seeing? There's that number 12 again. December 12th is a huge portal number. How is that possible? I've used two different decks now. Both cards of all cards came up on the 12th. Spirit works in mystical ways. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to this week and be prepared. How beautiful. And look at that, how there's two hands embracing each other, reconnecting. Look at that. Reconnecting with people from the past. That is so beautiful. Oh gosh, so beautiful. And then you have the animal kingdom right there too. You have the balloons up in the air there. Follow your projects, follow your passions. You might have a passion to go air ballooning. I mean, on my bucket list, one of my dreams has always been to go to Africa and go into like a hot air balloon on sunset or sunrise and see the animals in Africa. How beautiful would that be? That's on my bucket list. I do photography and I love animals. Oh, that's on my bucket list. If that happens in this lifetime, I don't know. If it is, it's meant to be. Wow. Wouldn't that be totally crazy if the next card was the 12th too? Oh my gosh. This is just so exciting. I'm loving this energy. Okay, so let us pull. Okay, so I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use this one first. Now, I love my crystals. You could only see how many crystals I have around here. I've got like about 500 crystals. They're all packed, mind you. I had to buy some more, but so daily crystal inspiration, Heather Askinois. I always gravitate in the morning when I wake up. What crystals am I feeling drawn to automatically? So whatever crystals you're feeling drawn to is the right one for you to use at that time. or the day or whatever. So always gravitate to what you're resonating with, towards what crystal you're getting drawn to. How many of you guys use crystals? How many of you love crystals? Do you have like a favorite crystals? Let me know. Write some comments down. Write some comments down. I want to know what happens for you this week. What's your plans? If there's anything that's majorly happening, if you have reconnected with somebody from your past, how did that go? Let me know. Let me know. Talk to me, you guys. Let's talk. Let's have a chat. So anyways, let's get the message from the crystal here, the Cosmic Weekly Vibes, December 11th to the 18th. What's the crystal? Oh, right away. Okay, these cards don't have numbers on them. I didn't remember. But anyways, Malachite. It's time to transform. See how Malachite is green? And this weekend, be prepared. You're going to be transforming. You're going to be shown a lot as well. And green also represents the heart chakra. So even when you have people from your past coming back, let's say, always have your heart open anyways, like regardless of what, especially, you know, when somebody wants to apologize or you need to apologize or whatever like that. It's so important to be aligned within your heart and not your ego. When you're based and aligned within your ego, you're not seeing clarity at all. That's lower energy. It's really important to embrace with your higher self, your higher energy. Talk from your heart. Be in alignment and really start transforming. Pay attention. My hair, my goodness, sorry. Really start paying attention to what you're being shown as well. And write it down. If you're being shown things and you're not sure how to work with that energy or what's happening or anything like that, just write it down. You can always book a reading with me. I get a lot of messages every day, but my priorities is always my clients before anything. Anything. That's my priority. So I'm going to pull a deck here, or a card here from the deck here. I kept hearing the decks I put out here are the ones that I kept hearing before I did the video. So this deck here I'm using is Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards by Jade Sky. Another beautiful card deck. And be grateful. You guys got to be really grateful for the smallest little things. I mean grateful to be doing these videos. I want to know what you're being and feeling, and what are you truly grateful for? When you stay in alignment with gratitude, you're going to attract more gratitude towards you. You're going to attract more abundance. You're going to attract more love, all of that. So really pay attention to what you're being shown. Be prepared. Be open. Spirit, I'm prepared. I'm open. I'm ready. Please show me what is best for my higher self and highest opportunity. So what is the collective message from December 11th to the 18th? What's the collective message? December 11th to the 18th? Yes. Wow. Begin writing now. Begin writing now. Create, express, inquire. So this week, it's all about your passions again, with the Capricorn moon, with the master number day, with the portal opening up, the pre-shadow Mercury retrograde. You're going to start to hear even more things. You know how I keep saying, write a journal, write things down. If you're like, write down your dreams, write down what you're hearing from spirit, write down your messages. Let me know what messages you guys are hearing from spirit. And don't ever force a message. Just be open to see what you're going to be showing and or hear or feel, whatever it is. This man looks like he has a lot of wisdom too. And for some of you who are writing, this would also be a really good week for writers. Like I've been doing a lot of writing for different things as well, for different reasons. So this week, you know, I very well could be writing a lot more. So I'm just hearing to pull another card from this deck too. So what is the cosmic message? What's the cosmic message December 11th to the 18th? What's the cosmic message? Find your voice, express yourself, open up, sing out. Look how beautiful this card is. And the interesting thing I noticed too is it as these mountains are in the background. Get in touch with nature. I mean, we are in winter here where I'm at in Canada, and a lot of people love going to the mountains or skiing and such like that. I'm not a winter person. I only connect with the Himalayan mountains and the mountains in Colorado. To be very honest, I don't connect with the Rockies here, but they are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. And take a look at how he's playing his little instrument. And the reason why he's doing that is because he's very passionate about that. Find your voice, listen to your voice within. We all have that inner guru. That's your soul speaking. That's your voice. Pay attention to what messages you're hearing. Open up. Open up your heart. When you're aligned in your heart, you're going to see how things are going to flow so much better for you. Make sure you're taking time out for you. Make sure you're setting boundaries. You know, when I get slammed with so many different messages about things, it's very overwhelming. And a lot of times I don't answer people because I don't have time. You know, book a reading, book a session with me. That's my priority. And just really stay in alignment this week as best as you can. There's a lot of intense energies coming, and there's also a lot of mixed emotional energies too. But when you're in alignment, things are going to be flowing a little bit better for you. Distance away from a lot of negative energies and such like that, and you're going to see that things will work out so much better for you. So just remember to hit that button on the bottom there that says subscribe. I do free readings on Facebook in a group I have. I'm actually going live tomorrow night on the 12th of December. So for those of you who want to join my group, I'm going to put the name and the information below in the description box. For those of you who want to book a reading with me, by all means, please do so. And we will hook up and I will give you a lot of clarity. Okay, everyone. So namaste and happy cosmic week. Okay, bye.